All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a matchup between Lawliet and Foggy here, taking place on, I believe this is Northern Isles. I believe this is game 2 or game 3 from, well, the gold tournament that just happened recently. If you guys didn't know who won, definitely check out all of the coverage that Back to WarCraft was able to do, and they were able to head out there, actually cast live from that location. Did some great coverage and is really doing a great job keeping Warcraft 3 alive. At the same time, I'm assuming that if you're watching here, you want my perspective, my commentary, and well, hopefully you will enjoy, as we're looking at Foggy spawning as the blue night elf over here on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here Lawliet has spawned as the red night elf over here on the top right. Ancient of War being positioned down across over here. Pretty much very similar builds, as it is going to be Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove versus Keeper of the Grove matchup here on Northern Isle. No big surprise, as well, Night Elf seems to have made a very strong showing in this most recent round of tournaments, and we'll see if, well, if Night Elf if people will start coming up with an answer for Night Elf, or with Blizzard will have to come up with their own particular strategy. Now, any game where you have 3 races to balance, it is already particularly difficult, as any StarCraft 2 player would note. However, Warcraft 3 has 4 races, so trying to balance a game such as Warcraft 3 is very, very tough. We are going to be taking a look. Ancient of War coming across, doing a bit of repairing here as well. We should be looking at the Keeper of the Grove making its way out. We are now at the 2-minute 5-second mark, as the Keeper of the Grove of Lawliet making its way down as well. This is a 5-4-4 creep camp, and what does that mean? It means that this creep camp will get taken down relatively quickly, but more importantly though, it will give the opposing heroes level 2 each. One and quickly taken down. You're going to take a look. Keeper of the Grove will be able to get to level 2 off of this creep camp here, and who has a slight advantage? Lawliet now wandering around here. We're taking a look at Force of Nature's. Keeper of the Grove now on the move. We're taking a look at more Force of Nature's coming across, and the Force of Nature and Keeper of the Grove really able to run across here and do a lot more creeping than I would have expected or given it credit for. Back at the other side, Ancient of War is training up archers, and this archer Keeper of the Grove strategy has really, well, bloomed, so to speak, as it seems like many Night Elf players are using this particular strategy. Now, the effectiveness of the strategy cannot be denied. Whether or not it needs to be adjusted by Blizzard, that is, well, for article writers out there, as it is a very common topic now. Meanwhile, let's go ahead, head back off to the north. Both sides just playing this game of, well, human versus computer for now, as they are going to be getting a good amount of experience. Keeper of the Grove does pick up sentry wards here, more Ents being added, and the Ents are now making their way perhaps over here to this goblin, to that gold mine. Keeper of the Grove is going to buy some items, accidentally gets aggroed, and then all of a sudden gets entangled. Beautifully done by Lawliet. A nasty 1-2 combination that dealt a significant amount of damage. Entangled, followed by aggroing the creeps, followed by an entangled. That Staff of Teleportation was used fairly successfully to try and, well, force that Keeper of the Grove to take a little bit more damage. And now this Moonwell, or sub-Moonwells, are a little bit more dry than Foggy would like them to be. These small engagements and incursions early on making a big impact. However, Lawliet just now getting to level 3. Tree of Life being established off to the north by Foggy. Meanwhile, let's take a look. We are going into a Tree of Life as well. Both sides trying to get an expansion up, and these players are actually expanding towards each other. This is a little bit of a strange maneuver here, as Foggy is going to be going after the red creep camp. Red creep camp may be difficult to take down, especially with that level 6 Black Drake and a whole bunch of berserkers. No normal damage to be seen anywhere except from these Trents, who will get taken down very fast. In come these archers and that piercing damage already. Let's take a look. 16 to 18 damage per shot. No upgrades as of yet, as the Keeper of the Grove just dancing around right now. Not quite sure what its long-term strategy will be. Foggy now makes its way off to the north, places down a sentry ward, and spots some of this off to the north here. All right, a little bit of damage coming across here. Our archer is going to get taken down. One archer looks like it will not get taken down. There's an entangle on the other side. Keeper of the Grove unable to finish off a target there. Finishes off one, finishes off another, and it looks like three archers could get taken out. Meanwhile, the Tree of Life is now done as it transitions back the other way. A big play by Foggy, getting in 3 archers and taking them down. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, those Ents are now in a retreat maneuver as well, as we are at Tree of Ages. Are we going to be looking at a Goblin Alchemist in order to, well, bolster the forces? All right, Foggy, interestingly enough, actually went for level 2 Entangle. That was the reason why that archer got taken out off of just the Entangle right there. Now those no overseers will also get taken out, adding in 1 Goblin Shredder. That could be enough damage for against those Forest Troll Berserkers to easily clear out that creep camp, as we're looking at the Tree of Life slowly making its way off to the north. We are getting up that Nature's Blessings upgrade already, as we are looking at, well, that's level 5 armor. Is that level 7? I can't tell yet because everything's being built. No upgrade to Nature's Blessing as of yet. Wisp off to the north from Lawliet will spot all of the action here. You can see, well, the Arachnids are off to the north here, as the archers are now making their way over and going to do some easy damage towards that one Wisp getting it taken down. Ents now making their way off to the north here, gonna try and take down this entangling gold mine. Wisp will not be able to finish it off, as it does end up getting stopped once more. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, Blue Drake dealing a lot of damage. Archers are trying to focus it down. The Tree of Life dealing a lot of damage here, as these Force of Nature should be able to engage and perhaps deal some damage back once more. There's an entangle onto the archer. Keeper of the Grove, both sides, from all sides. Alchemist now joining in on the fight with that acid bomb. Healing ward quickly getting stopped there, as well. The Alchemist may be forced to try and back up. All right, you can take a look. There goes it again. Is it going to be able to take it down to 51 hit points? Able to get away. Keeper of the Grove trying to catch up, unable to do so, as Foggy now being forced to retreat again. All right, all of those Ents are trying to take down some of those glaive throwers. Meanwhile, the Tree of Life is trying to, well, regenerate some hit points, as you see Lawliet doing a great job here. Just essentially dancing around with that glaive thrower. He should be able to finish off all of those units without suffering any true damage on that glaive thrower there. A little bit of a close play by Lawliet, but he's able to recover nicely. Foggy's follow-up play looks a little bit concerning. I don't know where the Tree of Life is. I thought there was a Tree of Life earlier. Has it made its way off to the north? I don't believe it was taken out, so not quite sure where it's currently hiding. Meanwhile, Foggy bringing over a handful of Ents again to try and take down that glaive thrower. Are we going to perhaps see a bit of repairs underway there, as that Force of Nature, well, turns back around? There's an entangle, and, well, an entangle to save that glaive thrower. Still a good call. All right, let's take a look. I'm looking for a Tree of Life, and I still don't see it. I thought it was back up to, wow, okay, Foggy has moved this Tree of Life to the opposite end of the map. Meanwhile, he's bringing in his own glaive throwers for a fight, as Foggy now shifts his direction down to the south. The Tree of Life was taken out, but if this Tree of Life is able to establish an expansion down to the south, well, that may catch Lawliet off guard, as he probably is not suspecting that a Tree of Life would actually walk all the way to the southern isle. All right, back across over here. Keeper of the Grove does have that Clarity Potion. Gonna go ahead and use that up. Tree of Life is taking a lot of damage. Goblin Alchemist is sitting at level 1. Glaive Throwers will be joining in on the fight as well. As you can take a look, well, multiple Glaive Throwers coming across here. All right, Wisp. Is it going to end up spotting this Tree of Life? Yes, it is going to end up spotting that Tree of Life, I do believe. But that's only if he was actually monitoring that portion of the mini-map. The Tree of Life was not rooted as of yet. We may see some repairs as well. Tome of Agility picked up by the Alchemist, as that Alchemist now gets to level 2 armor. Level 2 armor, a very big deal, especially on the Alchemist himself, since he is majority in intelligence and strength based. Well, is he more intelligence based or is he more strength based? I believe he's actually one of the few exceptions at both. Let's take a look. He is strength based. Yeah, no, sorry. He is definitely strength based, not intelligence based. As the Alchemist now makes its way back over here to the center right portion of the map. All right. Keeper of the Grove looking to hold on or rebuild his advantage here. Meanwhile, well, Glaive Throwers dropping in straight up onto the expansion location, and Lawliet should be able to perhaps take this down or at least deal a significant bit of damage. Where is that Tree of Life going to go? However, with so many Glaive Throwers down to the south, that means that the main base may be ripe for the picking, as Glaive Throwers are being brought over as well. 5 Glaive Throwers being brought over. There goes an Ancient of War. More Ents joining in on the fight. You can see the Wisp are going to get taken out, but some of them do get a detonation off onto some of those Trents here, as the Goblin Shredder also now joining in on the fight. Goblin Shredder cannot be poisoned. However, he also is going to have a little bit of a hard time. He is taking so much focus fire, no repairs whatsoever. As we're taking a look, well, it looked as though the Foggy is going to be in trouble here. Scroll of Town Portal could be used in time when he's down to 38 hit points. As you take a look, oh, the Tree of Ages could get taken down to 85, down to 57, and the Glaive Throwers get the final blow there. All right, Goblin Zeppelin could try and pick up all those remaining units, does pick up a handful of them, and is able to escape. Foggy with the brilliant play, taking down the main base while pressing down to the south. Brilliant tactic. And somehow gets away with it, as this Glaive Thrower does get shot down. Expansion of Foggy currently about to get set up. That means Foggy will be up 2 bases to 0 against Lawliet. Lawliet, what you see is what you get, and that means he's going to try and press with an all-in attack. Does Lawliet's all-in attack have enough gas in the tank to finish off his opponent? That is going to be the major question now, as, well, Ents joining in on the fight. Acid Bomb going every which way. Low hit point archers should be very careful. They should be microed. Lawliet is not doing a good job keeping up those units. Meanwhile, Healing Spray finally regrouping everything back together, as Glaive Throwers over here. All right, continuing this push once more. Foggy is at 44 supply compared to Lawliet's 44. Goblin Zeppelins do need to be dropped down. All of these Wisps should be on auto repair. Not quite sure what is going on, as we're taking a look at the Goblin Zeppelin overhead again. All right, a bunch of trees getting taken out right there. We're going to see Wisp being brought over. There's some detonations, and it looks as though, well, are we going to see some more detonations? Wisp being brought over across here as well. And they are just starting to get poked apart. Acid Bomb going the other side. Meanwhile, Glaive Thrower is getting picked up and absolutely destroyed in a moment. And things are not going well for Lawliet. Lawliet trying to keep alive and stay alive still, but this is not working out as he is intending. Foggy now with the supply advantage, 43 compared to 36. But Lawliet still pushing very hard, just still pushing forward. As long as Foggy can hold this line here, he will come out with the victory. But does he have enough units? That is still the big question, as Lawliet falls down to, 36 supply compared to 40. Remember, Foggy does have many more Wisp out onto the field, and that could be the reason for the army size discrepancy. All right, there goes one detonation. There goes another. A whole bunch of Wisp getting taken down. Perhaps the Wisp should be trying to repair this Glaive Thrower in the back now, as Lawliet is still pushing forward. Foggy, it could be in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look. There goes another, and Lawliet is still pushing forward here. All right, Foggy could lose one Zeppelin. No, does not lose a Zeppelin. Does not lose another, as the Goblin Zeppelin does come across. He does get entangled, and we are still losing more archers. There goes another archer here. More units going to fall down. Staff of Preservation tries to save. Keeper of the Grove teleports the Alchemist all the way to the back here. 2 Glaive Throwers, 3 Glaive Throwers in the back, as the Red Goblin Alchemist gets taken out, and Red Zeppelin also getting destroyed there. Lawliet having to give the GG. Foggy holding on for dear life in that last battle in order to just defend properly. Lawliet did an all-in attack, but eventually fell a little bit short. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I'm so bored. Winning is getting old. I need a new game. Do I want to save money? Duh! Oh, come on, really? This is the worst!
Felt like I wanted to rock the no hat today.